England and Manchester United's greatest ever goal scorer, Wayne Rooney, is one of the most talented players the Premier League has ever seen. But how did Wazza become the player who scored over 300 times and won over 15 trophies in his career? And who was Wayne Rooney before fame? Wayne Mark Rooney was born on the 24th of October 1985, the oldest son of Jeanette, a dinner lady, and Thomas Rooney, a labourer in Croxteth, Liverpool. His family was not well off, and the areas he grew up in had a rough reputation. Rooney often got into fights, and sometimes his dad would give him a hit or two. Rooney was crazy about football from an early age. He loved watching Brazil, especially forwards such as Romario and the OG Ronaldo. But forget R9, Big Duncan Ferguson from his beloved Everton was his real hero. Rooney even sent 2 letters to him when he was in primary school. It was on the streets that Rooney first developed his skills as a footballer. He played every single day outside with his friends and brothers in Croxteth, kicking a ball around well past sunset. It was scrappy and ruthless, which he credits for his aggression and strength. The Rooneys were a proper football family. His younger brother John, as well as 2 of his cousins, went on to play football professionally. Rooney says it's because it was a family of fighters. His dad was an amateur boxer. Regardless, whatever his parents were feeding him and his brothers, I wish my parents fed me when I was younger. From a young age, it was clear Rooney was a star. Playing for Liverpool schoolboys, he once scored 72 goals in a single season. While at Coppelhouse Boys Club, he went even further by scoring 99 goals in a season. Literally playing real-life football on beginner difficulty. Wazza was known for carrying a football with him wherever he went. Once at school, Rooney got suspended for smashing a science lab window with his ball. I mean, who can really blame him? As a tribute, smash the like button for us. And don't forget to subscribe with notifications turned on while you're there. At age 9, Rooney was offered a trial by Liverpool FC. Who knows how his career might have turned out had he taken it? To the relief of young Wazza and his family, Everton soon made an offer and Rooney joined the Toffees. But surely he'd get found out in a proper academy? Nope. Rooney scored 114 goals in 29 games for the under-10s and 11s in 1995-96. And by the time he was 15, he was playing for the Everton under-19s. There was a real buzz about Rooney in the Everton academy, but it's not commonly known that he almost packed it in. Despite his complete domination of academy football by the time Rooney was 14, he'd started falling out of love with the game. He didn't like the tactics and being told what to do. He was a street footballer at heart. Wazza thought seriously about quitting football. Boxing, building and landscaping were other career routes he considered. I mean, can you imagine that? Wayne Rooney the labourer? To be fair, the games of one bounce on the work sites would have been unreal. But talk about fumbling the bag. Thankfully for Rooney's bank account, his family's bank account, Everton's bank account, and Manchester United and England fans in general, Rooney was persuaded to carry on playing. Former Everton manager Colin Harvey told Rooney he had never seen a player with the talent he had. So the young Wazza decided to stick with football. During Everton's run to the FA Youth Cup final in 2002, Rooney scored 8 goals in 8 games and was rewarded with a place in Everton's pre-season training camp in the summer of 2002. In September 2002, he made his first appearance for Everton and became their youngest ever scorer with 2 goals against Wrexham in the League Cup. Rooney struck the limelight during the 2002-2003 season with his incredible last-minute winner against Arsenal in October. Not yet even 17, the goal ended Arsenal's invincible streak and made Rooney the youngest goalscorer in Premier League history. He earned his first professional contract, which made him one of the highest-paid teenagers in the world. And he ended the career with 8 goals in 37 appearances. He also won perhaps the biggest trophy of his whole career. Yep, you guessed it, 2002's BBC Young Sports Personality of the Year Award. Get in there! Most importantly of all, Rooney made his first appearance for England against Austria in February 2003 at the age of 17 years and 111 days, becoming the youngest player to play for England. At that age, I was still raging at FIFA every day. In September of the same year, he became England's youngest ever goalscorer, with an equaliser against Macedonia. After another decent display with Everton, Sven-Göran Eriksson called Wasa up to the England squad for the Euro 2004 in Portugal. There was such a buzz around Rooney playing at the tournament that the FA held a special press conference with the youngster to calm the media storm and settle expectations. It had the opposite effect. He was widely tipped as England's saviour. During the tournament, Wasa duly delivered, scoring 2 goals apiece against Switzerland and Croatia in the groups, tearing defences apart with his explosiveness, aggression and technique. Against host Portugal, Rooney suffered a broken foot, and England went out on penalties. But Rooney captured the world's attention, and many still say that it was the greatest performance ever by an England player at a major tournament. After the Euros, Everton offered Rooney a contract that would make him their highest ever paid player. And it was in the same week that my mate Tony in Milton Keynes, a lifelong Everton fan, got himself a new puppy. And in tribute to his hero, he named it Rooney. So what did Wasa do? He hands in a transfer request. Wanted by almost every big team in world football, he eventually signed for Alex Ferguson's Manchester United for a fee of around £30 million. And my mate Tony, the Everton fan, is saddled with a dog named after a Manchester United player. But for Wayne Rooney, the rest, as they say, was history.